right, show's going well. Show's going very well. If anybody was wondering, it's going well.
Is this the show?
Yeah, this is the show. I want to thank you for coming out, everybody. Thank you for being here. Everybody that's here. We have been doing this show for so long, and let's keep doing them until December, and then let's stop doing these.
No.
Okay, and now, ladies and gentlemen,
No.
please welcome to this stage just a beautiful man, just so good at his craft and everything. He does so many amazing things. He's absolutely terrific. We are happy you're here. Please welcome to this stage Jason. Give him a round of applause. My best introduction, but it was my most sincere.
That's fair. I'm going to borrow this for a little bit.
Yeah, you do anything. This is available for, I'm going to throw it in there.
Yeah, we can plug in the hurdy-gurdy. The 12-string, though, is
Okay.
So we'll mic the 12-string.
Well, you know what to do.
We'll mic the 12-string and then we'll switch over for the hurdy-gurdy. Yeah. Check. That's good. Get this somewhere here.
That's too basic. Keep going.
All right. Check. I'm pick right now. We'll get louder. Hang on. Pick out. Check.
All right.
Cool. Now I'm just hope I can read the words that I need money for you. So my name's Jason. I've been on the recent kick, starting to do some writing again. I haven't written in a long time. I don't write music because I start making the melodies and I hear other songs. I'm like, oh God. So I decided when I wanted to start writing again that I was going to write more in a spoken word style. So this is, we're going to start with a short one. This is called Pizza Boy. I saw you in a dream once. I was on my knees. You held my face with both hands and kissed me gently, your lips soft against mine, the smell of whiskey and sweat and clove cigarettes. I lean into you for a deeper kiss, but you pull back, teasing me. I fall forward. The restraints are strong now. My arms are snatched tight, where they're cuffed behind my back, and I'm leaning, straining against the pain of my shoulders. And you laugh, watching me hang there. I didn't give you permission to kiss me, you say, as your open hand meets my right cheek. I try to mutter an apology, but I'm interrupted by your other hand on my other cheek. You grab my hair and pull me upright again, barely giving me time to get my balance before you press your manhood deep into my throat. Eyes watering, choking, saliva pouring out of the glands of my mouth and running down my neck. It's getting hard to breathe. Even if I wanted to use a safe word, I don't think I could. I can see stars now. My skin's red, veins bulging. Just as I start to wonder when it's going to be over, your rhythm slows, fingernails dig into my scalp, your flesh swells, and your gift floods my mouth hot and sticky and more than I was expecting. I barely manage to swallow what's not on my face and breathlessly utter a "thank you, sir." Suddenly your hand wraps around my throat, slamming me against the wall. Then you kiss me deeply, almost tenderly, as you reach behind me under the cuffs. When you let go of my throat, I slump to the floor on my hands and knees, my shoulders burning and gasping for breath. I gaze up into your eyes and see a wry smile cross your lips just before you spit in my face. "You fucking faggot!" You scream at me and then kick me to the floor. As you reach for the whip, you remind me that you bought some Ben & Jerry's ice cream and it'll be waiting for us when we're done. You also promised to order a pizza. Pepperoni and mushroom with a side of garlic butter to dip the crust in. My favorite. I've never been happier. Alright. Alright, I got one more poem. This is a little bit longer, a little more in depth. Maybe a little more meaningful.
Come on now. Poet on the floor.
So, we'll do some music here in a second, don't worry. We'll be a lot more entertainment then. So this is called Birthday. On the day I was born, the Iran hostage crisis was in its 292nd day. The country was deep into the Islamic Revolution. America had become the enemy, and Iran's people were now in the grip of an oppressive religious regime. U.S.-Iran relations are still fraught to this day, and Iran's people still suffer under the Ayatollah now. There was a heat wave in the south that killed 360 people since it began in June. It would last through September and ultimately claim some 10,000 lives. Paul McCartney and Wings were at the top of the Billboard charts. Tommy Two Tone's Angels Say No rounded to the top 100 that day. Actress Kristen Connolly was also born. Her career never brought her serious stardom, but she's seen steady work in film and television for almost 20 years. The only thing I ever saw her in was a Netflix series called Zoo. The Empire Strikes Back was dominating the box office. It had been playing since May and had grossed more than $250 million. That's nearly $1 billion adjusted for inflation. It was July 12, 1980, by the way. That means I'm a Cancer, or a monkey in the Chinese zodiac. One of the last to bear the moniker of Gen X and a witness to the waning days of the 20th century. Front row seats for the 80s, the AIDS crisis, the fall of the Berlin Wall, and the rise of Weird Al Yankovic. That day in Nashville, Tennessee, the Reverend Melvin Perry was the lone protester at a full-dress KKK wedding. He bore a sign that read, "Christ, not KKK, for God so loved the world, all races." He was a veteran of the Korean War, a devout Christian, and a loyal employee at Sears. He spent his free time proselytizing against bigotry and white supremacy, carrying signs denouncing the KKK. He was often alone in this. He was white, by the way. While I was researching this piece, I was confronted with dozens of obituaries for people born on the same day. People who died much earlier than I myself would like to. Every link had a thumbnail image of a face and a different story to tell. I read all of them. A cook, a plumber, a massage therapist, mothers, artists, public servants, a special needs teacher who miraculously survived a traumatic brain injury earlier in her life. All kinds of people. Some of the obits didn't say much at all. Just an announcement of their death, the naming of next of kin. But at least someone cared enough to publish it. Some of them were full biographies written by someone who deeply cared for and admired the deceased, their words testament to the power of love and grief. Some of them could almost be my own obituary, barring a few changes. I dared not explore their causes of death, though. Some of those lines that read, "Died unexpectedly, a tragic or sudden loss. They had their troubles, but their heart was pure. Maybe they just had an accident. Maybe they committed suicide. Maybe they had a heart condition, got a nasty infection. I don't know. Maybe it was cancer. I don't need to know." I never expected to meet so many people when I started writing this. Our paths began at the same time, like siblings from alternate worlds. Some of us left that path too soon, and those still living will walk beside me on their own journeys to whatever end awaits them. Our lives and our friends and our families are as precious as they are diverse. Maybe our paths will cross one day. The day I was born was nothing special, but every day after that has been a gift. I'm so thirsty right now.
That's a hint, somebody.
Bartender's gone, I can't get a drink right
Didn't even answer the phone.
now. I know, right? Of course, I put my papers on top of the guitar. Alright, so we're going to continue with poetry in musical form. This song I'm going to do is a poem written by Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling himself is a very problematic figure. He's a colonialist and a racist, but not all of his work was about that sort of thing. And so he wrote this poem called the Roman Centurion Song. And the version I'm going to sing is was put to music by Leslie Fish. And it's about a Roman centurion, a soldier who was sent to Britain by the Empire, and then they decided it was time to bring him home, and he didn't want to go. I heard the news last night. My cohort ordered home. My ships to Port Citius, and thence by road to Rome. I marched the companies aboard, the arms are stowed below. Now let another take my sword, command me not to go. I served in Britain 40 years, from Baptist to the wall. I have no other home than this, nor any life at all. Last night I did not understand, but now the hour draws near that calls me to my native land. I feel the land is here. Here where men say my name was made, here where my work was done, here where my dearest dead are laid, my wife and only son. Here where time, custom, grief and toil, age, memory, service, love have rooted me in British soil. How can I remove? For me, this land, that sea, these airs, those spoken fields suffice. Where purple southern pomp can match our faithful northern skies. Black with December snows and shed, or pearl with August haze. The charging arch of steel gray march, or June's long lighted days. We'll take the old Aurelian road through shore descending pines, where blue as any peacock's neck the Tyrrhene ocean shines. You'll go where laurel crowns are won, but will you ever forget the scent of hawthorn in the sun, or bracken in the wet? Let me work here for Britain's sake, any task you will, a marsh to drain or road to make, or native troops to drill. Some western camp I know depict, or granite border keep, mid-seas of heather derelict, where our old messmates sleep. Late I come to you in tears, my cohort ordered home. I served in Britain 40 years, what should I do in Rome? Here is my heart, my soul, my mind, the only life I know. I cannot leave it all behind, command me not to go. Thank you. Daryl, can I get something to drink real quick? Like, shot of whiskey's quick and easy. But my mouth was like fucking dry as bone, bro. I just, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I just need to wet. I just need to wet my whistle. I can't sing the next song until I have some. I'm a dry whistle. I'm a very barren whistle. That's alright. Alright. So, I didn't plan to do this particular song, but it was mentioned earlier in the evening and during the Reverend's sermon. I happen to know this song, so I'm going to perform it. I'm not going to finger pick it. God, I'm going to get bored doing that. All right. This is more my speed. Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? And it goes like this: fourth, fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composed an hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof when you saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. Well, she tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from